The Aful Performer 5 is a real hype train IEM. Just about anyone who is anyone has already reviewed it, and here I am coming to the party 5 months late. What's everyone saying? It's a solid, well-made, marginally beautiful IEM that provides the kind of performance you only expect, starting at least $100 more than the Awful's $220 asking price. And it comes remarkably close to IEMs costing up to $300 more. Once I realized that I was okay with owning more than one IEM, maybe even more than one at any given price point, I could not resist trying a Performer 5. It's just within my self-imposed price limit at $250, and I'm one of those people who just has to try it for myself. What can I say? The reviewers, according to my ears, are pretty much right. The Performer 5 is a polished, mature-sounding IEM that handles all kinds of music very well. It has the refinement of the Let Your Galileo, until now my favorite IEM. It maintains the clean, punchy bass of the Galileo, but adds a sub-bass that goes all the way down to the ground. On the right track, it feels like a passing freight train, or an elephant dancing next to your safari tent. Try Ozone Percussion's Jazz Variations from the La Bamba album, or G Major Toccato from Mannheim Steamroller's Fresh Air 5, or just enjoy the instrumentals on Robert Plant's High Lonesome from Raise the Roof. Then, too, his vocals on that track will convince you that the low mids right up through the middle are just as refined on the Performer 5s. And Alison Krauss on Going Where the Lonely Go, a couple of tracks later, will have you believing in the vocal power and clarity of the Performer 5. Or try See You Around from I'm With Her's album of the same name, for some vocal harmony and folky fiddle and mandolin that will thrill your ears. For orchestral works, try Hans Zimmer's Pirates of the Caribbean from Hans Zimmer Live, or Ashokan Farewell from the Lyceum Philharmonic's Simple Gifts. The trick with the Performer 5s is that they are just so well balanced, from sub-bass right through the highest treble. They have a good solid presence, an undeniable presence that sounds just a little bit better than natural. Yes, better than real. Real enough, but cranked up a notch, so your ears are really impressed with the experience. Whoa, that's good. When I return to the Let Your Galileos, they still sound more realistic. Every instrument is just there as it should be, sounding just like it should. But there's no denying that the Performer 5s are fun, richer, more full-sounding, an experience of music the way you might dream it, but never expect to hear it anywhere outside your head. Is that good? Yes, I'm pretty sure. It's at least worth the asking price of the Performer 5s. So what can I say that has not already been said about the Performer 5s? Two things. First, even at the bargain price of $220, they should have come with a 4.4 balanced option, either with a multiple termination cable or the option of ordering the standard cable in 4.4 millimeters, as you can with the Let Yours. The cable provided is excellent, one of the best I've seen in IEMs I'm willing to invest in, but I do not believe you're going to get the best the Performer 5s have to offer from a single-ended plug. This means investing at least $20 more in a balanced cable. I got the Tripowin Zoe from Linsol, and it works fine, but it is a little tangly. I tried the Canera Ace, and I did not find it to be worth the extra money over the Tripowin. In fact, I did not like it as well. I have another cable on order. At $220, though, I should not have to be going through this extra effort, especially as the cable that comes with the IEM is so good, just with the wrong tip on it. And second, there are rumors going around that production-run Performer 5s are not as consistent as some might like. I'm going out on a limb here and suggesting that the issue may be burn-in. I know, some don't believe in burn-in. That's the theory that a dynamic driver has to loosen up and does not reach its full potential until it's been played 200 to 300 hours. Some do not believe, but Awful right in their instructions for the unit, says that the dynamic driver in the Performer 5 may take up to 200 hours to reach full potential. And in my experience, certainly, I could hear changes in the bass performance through the first 50 hours of use. It was, honestly, pretty disappointing fresh out of the box. It soon smoothed out and has only gotten better since. I can't say I'm still hearing improvements, and I have not yet reached the 200 hours, but I am certainly willing to believe that the dynamic driver is getting better. And once the dynamic driver smooths out, the whole IEM just blossoms. And here's a third thing for free. The Performer 5s are very efficient IEMs. They take little power to drive them to satisfying levels. I took the Performer 5s on 15 hours of flights to India and back. That's 30 hours round trip. And I had them in my ears most of the way. I only used up about 15% of the 10,000 mAh battery I had my Shangling M0 Pro DAP attached to. And I have to say that the isolation was enough for the noisy international flights, just enough. But the quality of the music punching through was so high that it was overall a very pleasurable experience. So much my conclusion. If you have and can justify spending $220, $250 with a balanced cable, on a pair of IEMs, just do it. Buy the Aful Performer 5. Give them a week or so to blossom. I really doubt that anything better is going to come on the market at this price point anytime soon. You're not going to regret buying the Performer 5s.